So here's our third challenge. Mission fatigue is spreading. So, really, continuous organizational changes without clear narratives that connect to the why, it leaves employees numb and unmotivated. So, that's when that change fatigue takes root. It may or may not be happening in your organization, but I'm just going to say this. Our government right now is making changes, and we may not know. We hear that there's cuts here, cuts there, but does it happen? When does it change? Is there a tariff on something? Does it get postponed? There's so many changes actually happening. It can create that numbness. Again, it may not be in your organization, but it's just understanding how that can create challenges and fatigue with your own team members. And so, yeah, that emotional and physical burnout erodes effort and it drains enthusiasm and even from the high performers. And so senior leaders really struggle to re-engage and re-energize the teams beyond, just getting a raise. And so it's understanding what is actually necessary, not knowing how to spark authentic engagement and hope. I think we talked about hope a couple months ago too. So, so here are some solutions, possible solutions, action steps is to reignite drive through recognition and trust. So recognizing both big wins and everyday efforts in real time, and that specificity matters. So if you're talking with your team, if it's part of you knowing what your team's doing, acknowledge them, acknowledge your team members in front of everybody, and being very specific about what they're being acknowledged for makes all the difference. Employees want to feel seen beyond the metrics and building a culture of psychological safety where voicing concerns or proposing new ideas is welcomed without the fear of repercussion. And we talk about that in our organizational EQ leadership program, where the psychological safety of creating that safety container where people can share and they know that they'll be listened to, they'll be heard, as opposed to somebody saying that's a crazy idea. Don't even try that one. So opening your mind and your hearts to those ideas, and then demonstrating trust through visible actions. Delegate meaningful work and follow through on commitments. I don't know how many times we bring that up in our executive forums. It's walking the talk. As leaders, if you do what you say what you do, and it's just about being a role model. If you want your team members to care about their work and to take ownership, it needs to start with you. So that's a big piece. So when employees feel trusted and valued, they bring their full selves to work and they really go above and beyond because they want to, not just because they have to.